WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
It's Todd. It's Todd, honey.
He's funny.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
On the radio?
You can tell she likes Todd for Todd. Well, not real character, that one.
Todd, let's do this.
Get the show started.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up as usual at Facebook and YouTube. Just search for it if you've never watched it before. It's quite the experience at Evening Edge Todd. You can find the Facebook page and you'll find the live stream. A lot of Edge heads watch when they're at home or at work or even in the car sometimes, which I think is probably not a good idea. But look, I can't control people. I can't control what they do. Anyway, you can watch it on Facebook or YouTube. Coming up on the show tonight, let's see. We've got a Dammit dog. We've got, here's a Chinese company wants to put toilets in cars. What? Yeah. Ian likes that idea. He likes that idea. So we're going to talk about that. It's also National Cheddar Cheese Fries Day.
I love cheese. Yeah. I love cheese. I love cheese. I love cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I love cheese. I love cheese. I really love the cheese.
Yeah, I love me some cheese fries. And it's very simple. You just put the cheddar cheese with bacon, bacon bits, not Bako bits, not those fake Bako bits my mom used to make or used to put on our salads. You could chip a tooth on. Actual pieces of bacon. Yummy, yummy. And a little sour cream. That's not bad. And some chives. We also have this. We've got a car into a building update. It's
You crashed your car. In local news, a spectacular car crash. House car.
If you're keeping track, we had another car into a house over the weekend. Actually hit two homes, but we only counted as one incident. We know for sure, by the way, that's the way we've always done it. We don't count, like if a car hits multiple homes, it's just one. But we do know in this instance that it did absolutely hit one of the homes. You can see the damage off it's off the porch. This happened in Clark County. Some people were saying that this might have been New Carlisle. Maybe it was. Let's see, South Main Street. I think it was New Carlisle. 45-year-old woman was driving a Chevrolet Suburban, failed to maintain control, went off the right side. She hit a utility pole before crashing into one house. That's the one that's got all the porch damage. And then the car continued, and it hit the gas meter of a neighboring home. And we've had that discussion before, whether or not that is actually considered part of the house. I don't know that it is. It's kind of like if a car hit an air conditioning unit that is attached to the house through, like a tube or something, but it's not actually part of the house, then we generally don't count it. But that's it's a question we could have another time. But again, two homes, one incident. She was not injured in the crash, but the woman was cited for failure to maintain responsible control and a Dewey. She was, I guess, under the influence of something. Two of the families were displaced due to the crash. One was due to structural damage and the other due to a lack of gas. So that is number 43 for the year. I had something that occurred over the weekend, and I wanted to get your take on it. And just by chance, I saw a story today from Disney that kind of has to do with the same thing. So we've got a little Disney mayhem to talk about.
boot to the head.
Yeah, sometimes there's lots of Disney mayhem. This happened, let's see, when did this happen? I think this might have happened a month or so ago, but it just made the headlines today. A Virgin Atlantic air attendant, it's a dude, was arrested for allegedly pushing a teenage girl when she tried to jump ahead of him in line for a Disney World ride. The guy's name is Keith Newman. He's from Great Britain. He's 47. He was taken into custody over the shoving saga that unfolded at the Magic Kingdom theme park in Orlando. Apparently, he was waiting to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure when an 18-year-old and her friend tried to skip ahead. The girls had told the man that they were just trying to catch up with their friends who were ahead, but the flight attendant refused to let them through. When the teen tried to go around Newman, he allegedly pushed her back with both hands, caused her to fall backwards into her pal. He denied shoving the girl, telling cops that she actually walked into his hand. That's a great one. She just walked into my hand. She walked into my fist. He was arrested and hit with a battery charge. But it has to do with line jumping and, cutting in line, the whole deal. So over the weekend, we were having some work done to a bathroom that we were updating. And a buddy of mine who's very, very handy in such things came over to help with a little bit of plumbing issues. And we decided to replace all 4 of the nozzles coming out of the wall for the 2 sinks in the bathroom. And Mary and I went to Lowe's a couple of days ago, picked up some connectors. Turns out wrong connectors. Always happens. Whenever there's a project at the house, we always keep track on how many times we have to go to Lowe's or Menards, because sometimes it can reach 8, 9, 10 times. But my buddy came over and said, yeah, these are the wrong ones. Let's run back to Lowe's and we'll exchange them. And I said, okay, great. So we go to the Lowe's in Beaver Creek, and I think most Lowe's are all pretty much laid out the same for the most part. But you walk in the entrance, and there's the return desk right there, right when you walk in, right? And there's usually a line, from the door to the return desk. But then on the other side, there is sort of an exit where you would exit to go into the store. So I'm waiting in line. I'm up next. There's 2 people there at the counter, of course, taking forever. And then more people show up behind me. And usually it's always interesting to see what they're returning. One guy came in and he had one of those flat carts with about 8 bags of mulch. That's what he was returning. Another guy came in and he had some 2x4s that he was returning. One guy had like a AC unit or something. I was just there with the 4 wrong, water adapters for the sink. So we're waiting in line. We're all being very patient. And then I see a woman, an older woman on the other side, sort of, leering in towards the return desk and just kind of looking around. And then I see the woman that was at the return desk. She's done and leaves. This other woman just steps right in, completely oblivious to the fact that there's a line. Now, I didn't say anything. Because I really wasn't looking for any trouble, right? It's not that big of a deal to me to wait a couple of extra minutes. But the people behind me, I could hear them, they were exasperated by this. And then she was joined by some guy who, standing there, looks over and sees the line. And then she looks. So I don't know if there was a line, I didn't see it, or they just didn't care. But my question is, when you're in that situation, do you say something? Is it just like, hey, the line's back here, lady? Because already you sort of sound adversarial. Or do you just sort of like, how long could it possibly take? Well, guess what? It was like 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. And I guess maybe I should have said something, but, I've been taking some anti-anxiety medicine, and I'm just sort of like, let's not get too wound up with this. So I'm just curious if you really say something, like, does it matter where you're at too? Like if you're waiting in line at Lowe's, or if you're waiting to order something, maybe you go into the coffee shop and I'm just curious. I kind of feel like if you can tell that they know they're cutting, then you should say something. If maybe they just make a mistake, maybe not, but I'm not sure. I think if I had been with Mary, she definitely would have said something. She's kind of like that. She's like, she doesn't like people messing, getting advantage. I have sort of just shrugged it off. 937-957-1290. So if you got any thoughts on that, hit us up.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right, everybody. What's going on? Hoagie, I like that. Do you not see us standing in line? Now, there's a good topic. What do you consider hot, Heather? I like what you said. Enjoying the weather before it gets hot again. I think it's only going to be like in the 70s this week. Is that too hot? Maybe 80? Anything above 73, huh? Lordy, lordy. Hey. To grease the door handles. Well, I guess that could be true, Heather. Hey, Dan, you guys are your day. Oh, I think you mean our daily rummy game with Todd. It says our dairy. Is that a new version of rummy? It's dairy rummy. Disney people would say they were curbing when they cut in line. Curbing? Huh. I wonder why they call it curbing. It's all good.
Big investment at Dayton Children's Hospital. We'll have more on that at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Oh, well, go have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Telephone number is 937-957-1290. Over the weekend, I fell victim to a line jumper. A cutter. Somebody cutting in line at Lowe's, and I didn't say anything. Brian on the live stream says, I would politely say, did you not see us standing in line? That would be the way to do it, I think. But I didn't say anything. I just didn't want any trouble. You know, I don't know what the woman's story is. Maybe she's having an episode. And she's about to blow. Best thing I can do is just keep my distance, right? though the people behind me were none too happy. None too happy. But what would you do? 937-957-1290. This Thursday, we are going to be broadcasting live from All the Best Delicatessen down in Washington Township there on Far Hills. We've been there a number of times. They absolutely love the Edgeheads. So we're going to be doing the show live on this Thursday, 5 to 7. They have some incredible specials going on. They've got the best bar, drink specials until 6 o'clock. So get there early and get a seat. The last couple of times we've been there, it's almost ended up being standing room only. So if you want to go check out the show live, it doesn't happen very often. Here's your chance. Once again, this Thursday, 5 to 7 at All the Best Delicatessen in Washington Township there on Far Hills. Denise and Belle Fountain, what's up, Denise?
Yes, your line cutting issue.
Yes.
Well, you know what? The way I figure it, if that's the worst thing that happens to me during the day, then I count it as a blessing.
That's a good point.
I do.
Just a couple of minutes extra, not that big of a deal. She was in line for like 10 minutes. She was at the counter for 10 minutes. So it was a little bit of a wait, but yeah. But the people behind me weren't too pleased.
Oh, well, that's their problem. But like I said, if that's the worst thing that happens to you today, count it as a blessing.
Excellent point. I like your attitude, Denise. Have a good one. There you go. 937-957-1290.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
With Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, we got some email. Ooh, a barn at Carillon? Which barn, Heather? Oh, the red one. Trying to remember which one that is. Oh. Well, it's one of my favorite places to go, Heather. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, send it to me. I'd like to see which one it is. Is it a barn or is it a? It's not one of the covered bridges, is it? Trying to remember where there's a red barn. I mean, I'm not doubting that there is. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, it's a barn that was somewhere else and they're moving it to Carillon. Is that? I think that's what it is. Maybe that barn was somewhere. I don't know what the barn was, but I don't think that barn was over there. That might have been somewhere else, and then it's being moved there. Or I could be wrong. I don't know. I just don't remember seeing that.
Talk all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who would like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. So last week on Wednesday the 15th, I didn't mention this, but it was the anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. And a lot of people are fascinated with the history of the Titanic. I know my wife is, my sister-in-law is. Ian is nodding his head. Yes, you are? I'm just curious. You seem to be agreeing.
I was agreeing with you about your sister-in-law, about Sarah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Fans. They have books all over the house.
Yeah. Well, this Mary saw this story, and I only caught a glimpse of it last week, and I didn't bring it up, but she dug a little deeper over the weekend, and I thought this was kind of interesting. There is a Titanic museum in in Illinois near Chicago called the Volo Museum, and the museum is I guess one of the several Titanic museums out there. It's very, very popular. If you love the Titanic and the story, this is the place apparently to go. Well, this museum has a bunch of the Titanic remnants, artifacts. Well, apparently on Wednesday, the April 15th, the day of the anniversary, the museum flooded. Now, here's the thing that's interesting. You see, okay, it was just a coincidence, right? The Titanic Museum floods on the anniversary, the 114th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. What a coincidence. And you would think that's just strange, right? Well, apparently, this is not the first time that this particular exhibit has experienced flooding. In fact, this is the second time. The first time it flooded was the day the exhibit opened. So let's set let's set this straight. The Museum of the Titanic opens and it floods. And then a couple of years later, on the anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic, the museum floods again. Museum staff were able to protect some of the valuable items inside the exhibit after they discovered the flood last Wednesday. But here's the thing that's interesting. The staff reportedly said upon inspection, they did not find any point of entry for the water that flooded the exhibit. So there have been storms, but they couldn't figure out where the water came in. Now, one of the curator says the building has never had water, not a drop, but after they put the Titanic exhibit in, it took water twice. Another employee described the incident as, quote, almost paranormal, and that they've heard a number of unusual stories from visitors experiencing paranormal activity at the museum. In fact, they've even caught some of this on camera before. That's interesting. Do you think it's possible that something ghostly from the Titanic that might be in that particular museum has anything to do with it flooding? Most people would say, oh, come on, it's just a coincidence. But the day it opens, the exhibit opens, it floods. And then on an anniversary, it floods. That's a little strange. I'm not one to believe in that sort of thing. But I'm sure people have had those kinds of experiences. Ghostly kind of experiences. In fact, my sister, who works here at WHIO and Cox Media Group, was telling me a week or so ago, she was in her bedroom and she's got a couple of lamps on nightstands, the way I understood it. And she was standing on the other side of the room when all of a sudden the lamp on the opposite side goes flying off the table. No dogs around, to maybe get tangled up by the cord. Wasn't on the edge of the table or anything like that. It just like that. So she's like, I wonder if my house is haunted. Could be. So these, people have those kinds of experiences. I've never had that experience. I would love to have a ghostly encounter. Now, I went ghost hunting a couple of years ago, and I maybe had some sort of experience with one of those flashlights that blink on and off when you see them on the ghost shows. They try to get whatever spirits that might be in a particular space to be like, if you're here, make the light go off or make it go on or whatever. I had that experience, but I'm not sure that that was really a ghost. I've also heard that that's kind of a trick. That sometimes, if the lamp or the flashlight is barely turned on, with it was a mag light, so you got to twist it to turn it. If the connection is barely connected, it could light up, and then it goes out because it gets warm, and then that connection separates. I don't know. It's a physics thing. So I take that with a grain of salt, that whole thing. But either way, I thought that was kind of interesting that on these two significant dates, the day that the museum exhibit of the Titanic opens, it floods. And then on the anniversary last week, it floods again. And speaking of the Titanic, there was an auction over the weekend. A life jacket worn by a passenger as she escaped the sinking ship on a lifeboat sold for $906,000. Holy cow. The flotation device was worn by Laura Mabel Francatelli, a first-class passenger on the doomed ocean liner, and is signed by her and other survivors from the same lifeboat. Now, who would have thought about that? I wonder if when they're rescued and she's got this woman has this life jacket on when they're rescued by the what was it? The Carpathia? Is that what it was called? I think that was the ship that rescued all the survivors from the Titanic. That she had the wherewithal that when she got out, she's like, "Hey, everybody, sign this real quick. I want your autographs on this life preserver." A seat cushion from one of the lifeboats sold at the same auction for $527,000 to the owners of two Titanic museums, one in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and one in Branson, Missouri. That's interesting. We've got some mail to get to.
Back off the door, Jack, and it's time for mail call.
Master, I have mail for you.
The fan mail.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours.
The mail is here.
Your hate mailbox is full.
If you'd like to send me an email, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. Hey, Todd, wondering if you happen to catch the reboot of the American Gladiators. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's just like the American Gladiator show of our day. We're about the same age, I think. My brothers and I used to watch that show all the time and would hold our own gladiator competitions in the backyard. Good times. Love the show. Casey in Beaver Creek. Well, thank you, Casey. I bet a lot of young boys and probably some young girls as well held their own gladiator competitions in their backyard when the American Gladiators were on. And this was a show, if you don't know, it basically pit normal everyday people against finely tuned athletes in competitions, and they called it American Gladiators. I did not see that it was rebooted, but I pulled up the list of some of the gladiators. Let's see. We've got a guy that goes by the alias The Bull, and he's a former WWE wrestler, Rick Boogs. There's a guy that goes by Eagle. He's a power lifter. Fang is an AEW wrestler, Michael Wardlow. I'm sure there are some wrestling fans out there who know these people. Lightning is Joseph Hall. He's a former American football player and bodybuilder. And then there's one guy by the name of Mayhem. He's a former Division I football player. His name is Faisal Shafat. He was on Big Brother and The Challenge and American Ninja Warrior contest. Wow. He's got some creds. And then we got the ladies. There's a woman by the name of Abigail Lay. Her name is Blaze. She's a volleyball player. Okay. There's one named Crush. Her name is Danny Spiegel, and she's a 6-time CrossFit Games athlete. Wow. And part of the Titan Games Season 2 winner and a model. Wow. You've got Empire. You've got Huntress. Huntress is played by Sydney Hunter. I get it. Huntress. Yeah. She's a former track athlete. Then there's Hurricane. She's a former AEW and former NWA wrestler, Camille. These women are pretty strong looking. I saw pictures of them. But anyway, you can catch the reboot of the American Gladiators on Amazon Prime.
Sir, please identify yourself.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Well, who is this guy and where did he come from?
Maybe he escaped from the circus.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I mean, this guy is something else.
That's for you. Keep listening to the radio.
On WHIO.
The commenting's still working. It doesn't look like we've had a comment for 10 minutes. That's unusual. Usually it's a pretty steady stream. Just chilling. Okay. All right. It's all good. Check, 2, check. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check 1, 2. Hey, William, how you doing? Well, see, this is what I'm saying, Heather. I thought maybe there was something wrong with it. Is there really? Hey, Harvey, I just Googled that and it says, let's see. They're saying that let's see. What did it say? Here's what it says. As of early 2026, the project is frequently described as a re-announced project. I guess they're renouncing it or something. With no confirmed physical construction yet started. I guess they haven't even started it. I don't know. It's funny. So when was this article written? I don't know. I'm trying to. I've not heard that before.
Dayton's only all-news morning show. Catch up and know what's going on every morning on your way to work.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO. Dayton, Springfield, WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill.
The FBI looks into a group of missing scientists. We'll have the latest at 6 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Harvey on the live stream, I wasn't aware of this. He mentioned that there was supposed to be a Titanic 2 ship built that was going to make its maiden voyage next year. I've never heard this before. And I looked into it, and it's some billionaire from Australia. The ship is supposed to cost about $540 million. And what I can find online is that it's just facing all kinds of crazy delays in the construction. It's not going to happen in June of 2027. And I guess this has been a plan for many years now. His dream of bringing back the Titanic. I got to be honest with you. If I had the money to buy a ticket on this particular maiden cruise, if it actually ever happens, its maiden voyage, I wouldn't buy one. I feel like there's just too many coincidences with, like we were just talking about, that museum in Chicago flooding, the Titanic Museum flooding on the anniversary of the Titanic sinking, and the museum flooding the day that the museum opened. I don't know. I think I would pass on that. That would be a pass. I agree. This Thursday, Big C is hosting a mock draft NFL show right here on WHIO, the home of the Cleveland Browns. This will be a live 3-day special starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He's going to be hosting Big C, our very own Big C. We love him. He's going to be hosting 7 to 8 on Thursday. And then there's Browns draft coverage from 8 to midnight. Then Friday, we'll have Browns draft coverage 7 to midnight. And then Saturday, noon to 4, Browns coverage right here on the home of the Cleveland Browns. Get all the draft information on WHIO.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
They did, Clinton. Yeah, I noticed that when I Googled that, but I don't think I saw that.
I have someone on the line who just asked some questions about Alice Cooper tickets. She won. What email do we send them?
The release form? I don't. Can you just get her name and number? Yeah, I don't know what the email address is. I mean, it's like it's in our system, so it's like I don't know what it might come from. Let me look. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. I can't find it. I mean, if she actually won tickets, like if she called in and won, then I don't know how it would be a scam email because nobody would know that she won. Ugh.
WHIO is all news,
Dayton's news,
all talk,
and talk.
all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Hey, what time is it? It's showtime! Look, it's showtime!
Am I late?
We were just about to begin without you. It's showtime.
Oh, this will be great.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Todd, you got off the couch today. So we're gonna give you just a little bit of praise. A little bit of praise just for you. Well, you actually got off your couch today.
Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. And we got a new telephone number, 937-957-1290, if you want to utilize it. Coming up this hour, we got a Dammit dog, celebrities going to jail, food news from Red Lobster. I went to Red Lobster a couple of weeks ago with a friend of mine. He called me and said, hey, I got a bunch of Red Lobster gift cards, and nobody in my family likes fish. You want to go? And I said, count me in. Oh, yeah. But we got some Red Lobster food news coming up. I saw this story, and I wonder if anybody would really want this in their vehicle. I thought maybe truckers might. So if you're a trucker, and I know we have plenty of truckers out there, let me know if this appeals to you. There's a company in China. It's a car company called Ceres, I guess, Seres. They have patented a in-vehicle toilet. You heard me correctly. An in-vehicle toilet that slides under a passenger seat for road trips. The toilet is designed to meet needs during long journeys, camping, or in-car stays. And the way this works is the toilet slides out from the bottom of the seat via a push or voice command with a fan and exhaust pipe for odor control. And it just is concealed right beneath the seat. So I'm trying to, in my mind, picture how this would work. If it would like slide out from the side of the driver's seat, and you'd have to open the door, you hit the button, it slides out. And then if you're, alongside the road, you can do what you got to do and then hit the button or close, and it closes and then hides underneath the driver's seat. Is that, I don't know how that would work. There weren't any pictures, and apparently they haven't produced any vehicles with this yet, so there's no way to know. But it's not like, I guess it would be maybe like a bedpan. I don't know why anybody would want that in their car. I feel like there's plenty of places along the highway, along the byways, that you could stop if you really needed to go to the bathroom that bad. Now, I could see, I thought, that's why I said, like with truckers, I could see maybe where a trucker would want something like this. But, I've never been in a big rig cab before, but I know that they are very, very large. I mean, they've even got like a bed, like a bed area, and some of them have microwaves and refrigerators and the whole deal. I guess there might be enough room to have like a portable toilet, but I don't know that I'd want to be driving around with that. I mean, I know that campers have that, but that's a camper, and the camper's, like a big RV. It's pretty big, and that's, where it ends up is sort of underneath, and I don't know, maybe towards the back. You don't really worry about it too much. You don't smell it. You certainly don't see it. But in a car, that seems, I don't know. I don't know that I would want that. But in-vehicle toilets are rare. But back in the 50s, there was a Rolls Royce that was produced that had a similar feature. I guess this Rolls Royce had a toilet and a turntable for records. So you can listen to your favorite wax while you're sitting there on the portable john. I don't know why anybody would want that. And here's the other thing. I mean, if you have it in your vehicle, that means you'd have to like empty it and deal with it all the time. That's just, I don't understand that. Maybe in some parts of the world it makes sense. This company mainly sells in China. They have expansions to move into Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. So I guess maybe if you are driving in the jungles of Africa or the deserts of the Middle East or in parts of Europe, it might be useful. But I don't think Americans would want a car toilet. That seems a little weird. 937-957-1290. Do you remember Shannon Elizabeth? She's an actress, model. She kind of became a sex symbol after she played the role of a foreign exchange student, Nadia, in American Pie. That raunchy film. It was a funny film. I enjoyed it, but that was many years ago. Well, she's now 52. Shannon Elizabeth is, and she has announced that she is now going on OnlyFans. Her account went live last Thursday, April 16th. The actress told Entertainment Tonight that she's joining in an effort to take more control over her career. Now, what does that mean, actually? There's a lot of people on OnlyFans that are on there, it's adult material. It's sexually explicit material. I can't imagine that that's what she's going to be doing because she's an actress. She wasn't like a porn star or anything like that, a stripper. She was an actress. She says she spent her entire career working in Hollywood where other people controlled the narrative and her outcome of her career. This new chapter is about changing that, showing off a more sexy side no one has seen and being closer to her fans. But I can't imagine she's going to be doing stuff like that I've only heard is on OnlyFans. That's She adds her OnlyFans page will show a different side of her. Which side? More playful, spontaneous, and completely unscripted. It will include behind the scenes and candid moments, conversation, and exclusive photos and videos. Woo! Exclusive photos and videos. She says if people have ever been curious about what she's really like, they're about to find out. But see, you can do that on regular social media, but on OnlyFans, you can charge people. Is there anybody who is really that interested in Shannon Elizabeth and her career and her sexy side that they'd be willing to pay her a monthly fee? Yeah, I don't think so. We got some breaking the law news to talk about. Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. We've had a number of stories in the last couple of weeks about Lego thefts. And this one by far, I think, takes the cake. A California man, 28-year-old Jarrell Augustine, is accused of buying Lego sets from Target. He's linked to 70 thefts. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. He actually buys the sets. But what he was doing is he was taking all of the Lego pieces out of the box and then refilling the box with dry pasta. And then I guess, very carefully sealing it back up. Ian scratching his chin. Don't you get any ideas? I know you like Lego. Don't you be one of these guys. Don't you be a Lego larcenist. Yeah, he'd take them home. He'd crack out the Legos and then refill them with pasta. Seal it up, take it back. You shake it, you don't know the difference. Like I said, investigators linked him to roughly 70 of these thefts nationwide. totaling about $34,000 in losses. Video released by police shows the suspect taking Lego sets from a store shelf and walking out. Now, it says he was buying them and then refilling them with dried pasta and then returning them. And then there's video of him. The way I read that is like he's also stealing them. Well, maybe he's doing both. He could be doing both. Irvine Police Department said detectives used surveillance to identify the man as a suspect. He was taken into custody. Wonder what kind of pasta. Is there a particular pasta that is resembles Legos maybe more precisely than others? There you go. That's your breaking the law.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I need an idea for dinner. Mary is home sick today. And she's like, I'm not feeling up to it. I don't want to make dinner. Can you take care of dinner? So I need an idea. Any ideas? Spaghetti and salad. That's easy.
Exercises, but don't worry, it's just training. We'll have the latest at 6:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah, we're going to go have some fun, aren't we?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. I just spotted this on WHIO.com, and I wanted to get this out there. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Washington Township substation are requesting the public's assistance in locating a critical missing juvenile. His name is Hunter Manning. Hunter is 11 years old. He's wide, approximately 4 feet, 4 inches tall, weighs about 100 pounds, with reddish brown hair. He was last seen wearing a white oversized jacket, black pants, tie-dyed Crocs, and carrying a red book bag. He was last seen leaving his home in the 7200 block of Mountain Trail in Washington Township around 2:30 p.m. this afternoon. Anyone who has seen Hunter or has information regarding his location is urged to contact the Regional Dispatch Center immediately. 937-225-HELP. That's 937-225-4357. Once again, missing 11-year-old boy from Washington Township. His name is Hunter Manning, and you can get the description at WHIO.com. I'm also going to share this on my Facebook right now. So if you happen to be in that area and you spot this young man, please call the authorities. Once again, he was last seen wearing a white oversized jacket, black pants, tie-dyed Crocs, and carrying a red book bag. He was last seen at 2:30 today. So check that out on my Facebook or at WHIO.com. There's a picture of him. And again, if you're down in that area, just keep a lookout. You never know where he might wander to. If you see him, please call the authorities.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Bob Evans down on the farm. Oh, she can eat anything. Her illness right now, she's got a really bad sinus thing happening. It's been on and off for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. But she's in miserable. She's feeling miserable. Ooh, Narco Burger. That's right, close. I'm in the mood for Chinese. The China buffet. Man, I haven't been to a Chinese buffet in so long. Oh, that sounds good, William. Donuts.
Donuts.
Donuts. William, I think you need to drop off like a dozen or two here at the station one day so I can give them a try. Joel, I thought you meant rice.
Call me now. Call me. He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Just before the news, I mentioned there is a missing 11-year-old. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, the Washington Township substation. They're looking for an 11-year-old by the name of Hunter Manning. He's 4 foot 4 inches. He's white, weighs around 100 pounds with reddish brown hair. He was last seen wearing an oversized jacket, black pants, tie-dye Crocs, and carrying a red book bag. He was last seen around 2:30 this afternoon, leaving his home on Mountain Trail in Washington Township. So if you happen to be out in that area right now, take a quick look around if you're at a stoplight or stop sign or something, and just see if you see anybody matching his description. If you do, the telephone number to call is 937-225-HELP. That's 937-225-4357. And hopefully I'll mention this a couple more times before the end of the show, unless they find him. We got Randy, a trucker down in London. What's going on?
I appreciate that, Todd.
What's going on, Randy? I was wondering if I would hear from you after I did the story about the Chinese car company who wants to put in-vehicle toilets.
Well, we've had in-vehicle toilets for a very, very long time now.
Okay.
Listen here.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that from now on, I'm going to start calling you Little Turtle.
Little Turtle?
And
why is that?
You can figure that out on your own.
Okay.
Maybe somebody there already knows.
Okay.
And they can call in and let you all know all about Little Turtle.
Okay. Is that a euphemism for something?
No.
No. Okay.
Now, the toilet issue is solved with a 5-gallon bucket with a sealable lid.
Okay. Okay.
You can get it at most warehouse places.
Sure. I know what bucket you're talking about.
So anytime you need you can't get to a rest area or a tree.
Okay.
Or,
all right.
Somewhere where you might have a diarrhea.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. You need some wet ones.
Understood, Randy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you clean it up.
I understand. Yeah.
We
get it. We get it. All right. Thank you, Randy. See, I was thinking that we were going to get like a comment from a trucker about the positives of a in-toilet vehicle. This company wants to put in a toilet that fits underneath the seat of the car and is available if nature calls. And you don't want to stop anywhere. Maybe you can't stop anywhere. You're out in the middle of the desert, you're out in the middle of the jungle, whatever. You've got a place to go. But that's not what we got there. We got some food news.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No flavors here. Food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you hold of this kind?
It is so scrumptious.
So remember a couple of years ago, it was big in the news that Red Lobster, they put on this promotion. It was the all-you-can-eat shrimp. And for $20, you could go in there and you could just fill yourself up with as much shrimp as you could possibly hold. And the story is that it was so successful that it caused Red Lobster to end up filing for bankruptcy, that they lost so much money because people just went in and gorged themselves with shrimp. Now, that was the big story, and there was some controversy whether or not that was really what caused it. There were other issues with the company that had nothing to do with the shrimp, but I'm sure that didn't help. That didn't help. But it was one of those things where people just loved it so much, but then they did away with it because they were losing money. Well, they've announced that starting today at Red Lobster, the shrimp promotion is back for a limited time. But here's the catch. They didn't tell us when it was going to end. It could end tomorrow. That would be an awful promotion, but it could happen. So no word on how long this is going to last, but now's your time. If you want to fill up on shrimp, go nuts. I mentioned earlier that I went to Red Lobster a couple of weeks ago with a old high school friend of mine who had some Red Lobster gift cards that he wanted to use, and nobody, I guess, in his family are fans of Red Lobster or seafood or whatever, shellfish. And he said, "Hey, do you want to go?" So we went one day for lunch, and we each had crab. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. But I will tell you that I prefer shrimp over crab. So this right here may be the deal. The promotion that they did back in 2023 reportedly brought in lots of customers. One person even claimed that they ate 108 shrimp in only 4 hours or over 4 hours. That's a lot of shrimp in 4 hours, and it was only $20. That's why they were having so many financial problems. You probably had a lot of people like that. And there again, I always ask the question when it comes to all-you-can-eat buffets or all-you-can-eat promotions, at what point do they cut you off? I mean, could you just stay there all day? Legally, I don't know what the rule is. Is there a limit? 4 hours, 5 hours? If you go in at lunch, you have to be gone by dinner time? I don't know. Certainly, if you go in the evening and then they close, well, then that's it. But if you go at lunch, you could be there all day. Some of the options for all you can eat shrimp at Red Lobster includes coconut shrimp, shrimp scampi, Walt's favorite, and shrimp linguine Alfredo. Red Lobster is also adding something called Marry Me Shrimp, which is served in tomato cream sauce and topped with garlic and herbs. And they come with the choice of sides. Of course, don't forget those awesome Cheddar Bay biscuits. Holy cow. I think we killed about a dozen of those when I went to lunch that day. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But once again, like I said, limited time offer. We don't know when it's going to end. 937-957-1290. Maybe you've been kicked out of a all-you-can-eat buffet for eating too much. I'd love to hear from you. We got some celebrities going to jail.
Dateline, Hollywood.
There's a terrible scandal. He gets arrested.
All right, cuff him.
He's a celebrity. This could ruin his career.
She's going to jail.
All celebrities are insane.
I remember when they redid The Little Rascals years ago. They brought it back, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Like Alfalfa and Darla, the whole deal. Well, there was a kid that played in that movie. He's not a kid anymore. He's an adult. But his name is Brandon Hall, goes by the nickname of Bug. He played the role of Alfalfa in the Little Rascals reboot. Well, he was arrested last week here in Ohio. He was arrested April 13th for failing to appear in court, according to TMZ, which doesn't seem like a big deal. I mean, he's supposed to go to court. That's a big deal if you don't show up, but it wasn't like some sort of crazy crime. The arrest is tied to a December 2024 court hearing for a traffic citation he received for driving without liability insurance. All right, well, that's a big deal. I mean, you shouldn't be out there driving around without insurance. But this isn't the first time he's been in trouble. Bug was arrested once before in 2020. Family member requested a welfare check with police in Weatherford, Texas. They found him in a hotel room surrounded by empty air duster cans. So he was in there huffing and puffing. He was booked for a misdemeanor charge relating to the use of inhalation of a volatile chemical, which I guess, yeah, it's illegal. He was also, let's see, he's also been in the news because in January, he took a, quote, vow of poverty and moved to Mountain View, Arkansas. He also now identifies as a radical Catholic extremist. Wonderful. He's also drawn controversy for comments he made about parenting. Hall and his wife homeschool their 5 children. In 2022, he was suspended from Twitter for tweeting about corporal punishment and the marriage debt, a concept that has been criticized for teaching that sexual coercion is permissible in marriage. Wow. So this guy has gone on quite the journey from playing Alfalfa to this. Man, oh man. Well, that's and I kind of remember, I didn't notice or I didn't recognize the picture that they have of him now because he's an adult, but I certainly remember him in the Little Rascals. He was also in a movie, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, and The Big Green. I don't know what that one is. I know what the Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves is. Have you seen that there's a new film, and I can't remember what the name of it is. It might be on Netflix, but the gist is that there's some husband who is he's a scientist of some sort. Yes.
Just want to make a quick update. Hunter has been found.
Oh, good. They found him.
Found.
Awesome.
They just updated the story. I don't think they are going to give where he was found, but he's
That's
okay.
fine. That's fine. Well, good. That's good. There's a movie where this woman is married to a scientist who is trying to create this, experiment that will shrink things, and he accidentally shrinks his wife. Ian's like, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name either, right? Yeah. But it's out now. It just came out, and my wife and I were looking at that, and we're like, yeah, we've seen that before. That was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk Myself. Honey, I Shrunk Your Mother. Whatever it is. But did you find it, Ian?
I mean, I see The Miniature Wife.
That's what it is.
It's not on Netflix. It's on Peacock.
Oh, on Peacock. Okay. Is it a series or a movie?
It's a romantic comedy drama series. Elizabeth Banks and Matthew McFadden.
Yeah. He shrinks his wife, and then hilarity ensues. That's There's another reboot. Love it.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I don't remember, Joel. I don't remember. I kind of know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
Catch up and know what's going on every morning on your way to work.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
One more cool night before the warm-up arrives. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
I almost forgot what it was like to have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Watch a live stream on Facebook and YouTube. You can catch our very own Big C. He is hosting an NFL draft preview show this Thursday from 7 to 8 right here on WHIO, the home of the Cleveland Browns. And following that show, it's Browns draft coverage from 8 to midnight. Then on Friday, 7 to midnight, you'll get Browns draft coverage. And then Saturday, noon to 4, right here on the home of the Browns, WHIO. Jason in Dayton. What's up, Jason?
Hey, not much, man. You got the girl, the mini with Elizabeth Banks in that?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one with Lily Tomlin from back in the 70s where it was the invisible shrinking woman?
Oh, boy. The invisible shrinking woman. I don't remember that.
It was either the incredible shrinking woman. And then at the end of the show, she grew up to be a giant or whatever. I think this is more along that line.
I don't remember that one. I remember one where Steve Martin, wasn't it Steve Martin? He played like he was in something with Lily Tomlin, wasn't it? Where
that was called
the woman with the red shoe or dress or something. I forget. I don't know. We're mashing it all together now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jason. Have a good one. I got to fly here. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Movies from the 70s, it's just a blur to me. Anyway, there you go. There's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. Don't forget you can get the podcast of the show at eveningedgetodd.com and many other podcast platforms. And make a note, this Thursday, we'll be live at All the Best Delicatessen down there on Far Hills in Washington Township, doing the show live 5 to 7. Love to see you. If you've never seen the show live or met the other Edgeheads or met me, I'd love to meet you. So come on out. It's a good time. They've got great specials and the best bar. So we'll see you there on Thursday. Have a great night, and we'll be back tomorrow just after 5 here on the Evening Edge.
That's it. We're done.
It's over already?
Yeah, should have been here sooner.
Game over!
Sorry, guys, I gotta run, but there will be another show.
When?
Actually, I'll be back tomorrow. Same crap, different day.
All right, everybody. Have a great one. See ya.